Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Saturday Fit Up. I haven't done a video in a very long time, probably 2 months now. But that has been because it's been a lot of self-finding, self-introspection, and it has worked out very well for me because beginning of this month, I did a total switch in terms of my career and joined a financial services company, moving from corporate financial reporting, higher education space. And I'm glad I did. It has been a very rewarding 2 weeks in terms of the knowledge, education that I've gotten, and the trajectory also of my future business. So this morning, I got woken up by a memory of one gentleman who was the MD, may still be the MD of a company called Coral Tissue here in Durban, in Phoenix. The guy had the most genuine feedback I'd ever gotten in an interview. And it got me thinking this morning how genuine feedback can change a person's life, how genuine feedback can change a person's trajectory and their perspective in life and actually getting them to act differently. So, in this video, I actually want to encourage people in positions of leadership that it doesn't help the person you are speaking to if you are not genuine in your feedback. You've got to tell it like it is. However uncomfortable the truth may be, you have got to tell it like it is. So back in probably 2013 or 2014, can't remember the exact year, but I'll always remember being in that interview. So what had happened is I had taken a very rash decision. It was 2014 to quit my job. At the time, I was working for NEMPEC. I just recently completed my CA articles, and so I was a financial accountant at NEMPEC. And I had this rush to get into business, and I invested in a business that did mobile coolers for draft beer coolers. Okay. Um, and it went okay for a couple of months, and but very quickly it went down. So there I was with articles. I hadn't gotten my second qualifying exam yet, and I was looking for a job. And I had to humble myself and acknowledge that I got my fingers burned, and I needed to get back to the job market. So they called me for an interview, with the background that my experience has been in manufacturing, been working for a manufacturing company as a trainee accountant and as a financial accountant. And so the MD then asked, my background. I start sharing about all the things that I do for the youth community development and all of those wonderful things. And the guy in that interview, he asked a couple of, technical questions, accounting wise and business wise. But he didn't hesitate to start saying, you know what, Sanele, I'm not going to hire you for this job. And that is not because of me thinking you are not capable to come in here and be a finance manager and lead this organization. But it is because I believe you've not poured enough into yourself. You've poured out a lot into projects, into what you believe society should be like, and have not returned any tiny bit of that energy back into yourself. So as I'm speaking to you, I actually realize that I'm speaking to a young man that is ambitious, but who is very drained. So you don't have the sufficient kind of energy to sustain you. because you have poured your entire self into projects and maybe even into people. So I'm going to need you to take a couple of months and actually stop searching for a job and search for yourself. I was like in my mind, what the hell is this guy talking about? But he gave me that session, that coaching, that lecture. There I was, looking for a job and I got more than I had bargained for. But it took me a long time to understand what he was saying, and I have seen then in more of my decisions as I was growing up, the importance of genuine feedback. That when a person is doing great, you congratulate them, tell them they're doing great. But when a person is slacking, when they're not doing what they're supposed to do, or they're not being true to what they committed to do, then you be upfront with them. You don't wait for the quarterly review if you're in a corporate environment. You tell them on that week where they slack to say, hey, buddy, here you are more capable than this. You did not pull up your weight and show them the impact that it has on the team performance, but more importantly, on their own potential and chances of success. So the gentleman's name, I don't remember, but the words that he left with me have always then stuck with me. And in some instances, I've forgotten about those words, but I was just astonished how this morning, before my alarm went off, I got woken up by this memory to say, you gotta stop searching for a while. Whatever that you are searching for, you gotta stop searching for a while and start searching for yourself. And you may find yourself. And when you find yourself, you'll be unstoppable. It is the Saturday Feed Up. I still have great ambitions, really, of running a podcast and turning this into a series of leadership and self development talks. But until we get there, we're going to be doing these videos in this fashion. Do have a great weekend, be blessed, and point to yourself. If you can't find yourself, search a little bit more of yourself, and you may find yourself. Have a great one.